The Los Angeles Lakers opened the 2025 NBA preseason on October 3rd, with Bronny James making headlines due to his poor shooting. LeBron James' oldest son was mocked by fans, but he also received some sound advice from a former first overall pick. Speaking on his Bus Life YouTube channel, Kwame Brown was critical of Bronny's development as a player. Brown initially went off on the 21-year-old guard before pivoting from harsh to wise words to help elevate his game. "You got a coaching staff that support you. You got a daddy that supports you. Just play basketball. It's not rocket science. If you open, shoot it. Work on the shots that you're going to take and drive that ball to the basket. A layup sometimes make that ball or that basket look a whole lot bigger. So, that's all I got to say to you, Bronny. I ain't going to spend too much time on you. I know everybody else gonna just say you trash. I'm not just gonna say you trash. I think you need to improve, and I'm talking about improve quickly being that you took a roster spot from somebody else. So work on your game, son," Brown said. Brown added that Bronny should start being a playmaker and make his teammates better. He even encouraged the former USC standout to work even harder in practices and shoot-arounds and have a better work ethic. Bronny James' first 2 preseason games. In the Los Angeles Lakers' preseason debut against the Phoenix Suns, Bronny James played 24 minutes off the bench. Bronny had 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists but shot 1 for 12 from the field, including 1 for 8 from beyond the arc. He did go to the free throw line 6 times and made 5 of them as the Lakers lost to Phoenix, 103-81. The Lakers didn't have a lot of rest and were back at it again on Sunday versus the Golden State Warriors. Bronny played 23 minutes, finishing with 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block. He was 2 for 6 from the floor, but he also had 5 turnovers in the Lakers' 111-103 defeat. Despite back-to-back poor performances, Bronny had a highlight dunk in the fourth quarter. Dalton Knecht missed a 3-point shot, but the bouncy guard anticipated where the ball was going and hit a vicious putback dunk that got LeBron James standing up on the bench. LeBron, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves were all ruled out against the Warriors. LeBron has a glut injury. Doncic is being given additional rest after competing at the 2025 Eurobasket, and Reeves has an undisclosed reason why he didn't play on Sunday. Bronny James turned 21 on October 6. Despite the negativity surrounding his first 2 preseason games, Bronny James has a lot to be thankful for. Bronny celebrated his 21st birthday on October 6th, receiving plenty of greetings on social media. There are plenty of critics out there, but he also has a lot of supporters. Bronny's time in the NBA has been limited, though he has played really well in the G League. It will be interesting to see if he does well for the rest of the preseason and possibly earn a spot on Coach J.J. Redick's rotation at the start of the campaign. Los Angeles Lakers wing Dalton Knecht is in the midst of a slump that has spanned Summer League and the 2025 NBA preseason. Less than 6 months after completing a rookie campaign in which he shot with impressive efficiency for a first-year player, Knecht can't seem to buy a bucket. Thankfully, Lakers head coach J.J. Redick is the perfect candidate to save Knecht from his slump due to the perspective he gained as a player. Before Redick became the head coach of the Lakers, he carved out a career as one of the best shooters in basketball history. He was at the forefront of the three-point revolution during his legendary run with the Duke Blue Devils and became a top-tier shooter in the NBA with multiple franchises. Redick finished his NBA career at 41.5% on 4,704 career attempts from beyond the arc, shooting as well as 47.5% across a full season. For as efficient as he was, Redick is no stranger to slumps. For that matter, no shooter is. As such, he's uniquely qualified to work with Knecht on both the technical aspects of what's gone wrong and figuring out what type of mental blocks might be in place. If Redick is successful in doing so, the Lakers could receive a better version of a player who already had a case for being the best shooter on the roster in 2025-26. J.J. Redick can lean on playing experience to help Dalton Knecht out of rut. Knecht finished his rookie season with averages of 9.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 1.6 three-point field goals made in 19.2 minutes per game. Those figures translate to impressive tallies of 17.0 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 3.1 three-point field goals made per 36 minutes. Connect ranked number 1 amongst qualified rookies in three-point field goals made per 36 minutes and number 4 in points per 36, trailing only Stefan Castle, Zachary Rizicher, and Alex Sarr. Most impressive about Connect was how he navigated fluctuating minutes and still maintained an impressive level of efficiency. He posted a slash line of .461/.376/.762 and compiled an EFG percent of .576, the second highest mark of any 2024-25 rookie after 7 feet 4 inches center Zach Edey. Unfortunately, Connect shot 27.9% from the field and 23.8% from beyond the arc in 3 Summer League games, and is 5 of 21 from the field and 3 of 14 from distance this preseason. Perhaps this all boils down to Connect having trouble processing the fact that he would have been traded in February had Mark Williams not failed his physical. There's much to be said about the importance of immediately winning with superstars on the roster, but following that hectic period by having his minutes cut couldn't have been easy on Connect as a first-year player, or even just as a human. Thankfully, Redick knows what it's likely to be traded, as well as how it feels to be in a position of uncertainty with the organization that drafted him. If he can lean on those experiences, as well as how he broke through during shooting slumps, perhaps Connect can turn things around. He could still be invaluable to team success, with a proclivity for explosive performances and high-level floor spacing that all teams need. Nothing is guaranteed to transpire or work out in the end, but Redick is the ideal head coach to provide guidance when Connect may need it most. The Los Angeles Lakers' hopes of forming a European superduo of Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic appear to have been dashed, at least for now. Denver Nuggets superstar and 3-time MVP Jokic made it clear at the start of training camp that he has no plans to leave the Mile High City anytime soon. "My plan is to be a Nugget forever," Jokic told reporters. That statement effectively cools the Lakers' long-held 2027 free agency aspirations. Los Angeles had quietly structured this offseason around the possibility that Jokic might one day hit the open market, dreaming of a future frontcourt anchored by Jokic alongside Doncic, their newly acquired franchise cornerstone. Lakers' 2027 vision hits a wall. The Lakers front office, led by President Rob Pelinka, had been playing the long game. While Doncic received his 3-year, $165 million maximum extension this summer, other offseason additions, Jake LaRavia, DeAndre Ayton, and Marcus Smart, all came on short, 2-year deals, keeping the team's long-term flexibility intact. But Jokic's comments may have closed that door before it ever opened. While he didn't ink a new extension with Denver this summer, his decision wasn't about leaving, it was about leverage. By waiting, Jokic stands to gain significantly more. Had he signed now, his extension would have been worth $212 million over 4 years. Waiting until next offseason could result in a staggering $293 million, a $81 million difference. "I don't think about it," Jokic said about his contract situation. "Contract extensions come as a reward. It's just part of the business. Especially with how the salary cap keeps growing." Bond between Balkan stars. Jokic and Doncic share more than MVP-level talent. They share a deep cultural and personal connection. The two have built a friendship rooted in their Balkan heritage and mutual respect, dating back to their time together in the 2020 NBA bubble. When the Dallas Mavericks shockingly traded Doncic to the Lakers, Jokic was one of the first players to reach out privately to his fellow European star. Their bond has fueled speculation for years about the possibility of them teaming up, a vision that now seems unlikely given Jokic's declaration of loyalty to Denver. Pelinka's focus shifts to the present. Even before Jokic's comments, Pelinka had hinted that the Lakers might pivot toward the present rather than future hypotheticals. Doncic's dramatic transformation, both physically and in his Eurobasket dominance, convinced team leadership that their championship window is open now. Luka's play in Eurobasket made it clear he's on that incredibly short list of best player on the planet candidates, Pelinka said before the Lakers training camp. "Having both Luka and LeBron James gives us optionality, not just for the future, but for right now." The Lakers still have limited draft assets, one future first-round pick, and up to 5 pick swaps. But Pelinka emphasized the front office's readiness to make bold moves if the right opportunity arises. If there are smart ways to pour into our championship aspirations for next year, we'll execute on those, he said. With Luka and LeBron, this is an important moment. We're going to do everything we can to deliver the franchise its 18th championship. The Lakers have the 6th best odds, plus 1,400, at BetUS, the best sportsbook site for beginners according to Gambling Nerd, to win the championship next season. In the Western Conference, they trail the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder, plus 250, Jokic Nuggets, plus 650, and the Houston Rockets, plus 1,200. Loyalty over legacy. For now, Jokic remains fiercely loyal to Denver, where he won his first and the franchise's first NBA title. With the Nuggets' new front office reshaping their roster to provide more depth surrounding Jokic, they have better odds of winning than the Lakers right now. The Lakers may still dream, but with Jokic publicly committing to the Nuggets, those dreams may be destined to stay that way. Unless the Nuggets' season goes sideways. Until then, the Lakers can only dream.